boop, boop. Okay, let's do that. Cool. Then we'll do this and this. There. There we go. And do that and that. And then, oops. Well, let's launch the game anyway. Then do that. That. Yo. No, that's 7 hours ago. There. Then I'll do.
Tales of
Boop. I think. Do that. Boom. Done. Do there. Well, no. No. That. 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 There. There. And boop. Bang. Whoop. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. So let's see what we have. Got that one. Nope. That one's ooh, main scenario. Should we try that one? Let's do it. 5 minutes. Oh wait, no. Oh shit. Wait. Draw. Machinist. Come on. And then we'll queue up. 7 minutes. Alright. Did I exited the browser? Shit. Oh well. Let's go to Samurai. See. East. Tribe. Tribe. Ugh, God, I wish this was easier to... what? Okay, it's gonna... Audio's gonna cut out for a minute while I figure this out. Let's see. Beast Tribe Quest. There. And then let's do this. See, Stormblood. Oh, I think I know. Okay, Ruby C and... Okay. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Where's the Ruby C though? Let's see, Ruby C. Ruby C. Oh, I think I know. Okay. I think it's this one. Oh man, that's a lot. Nope, a number 4. A number 4. Where is you? There you is. There you is. There you is. There you is, my friend. I'm just gonna... See ya, buddy. Okay, okay. Let's see. That way. There's one up there. Okay. That way. Look how high that goes. That's incredible. Where is this? No, no, that's not it. Oh, damn it. Oh, jeez. next one? Over there. Next. Oh, okay. I wonder if they fixed, like, not having checkpoints or whatever. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to do that. Oh, whoa, what was that? Yes. Yay, we can skip cutscenes now. Oh wait, what the? Oh, it's just the 4 of us, alright. What are we supposed to do? I don't know what to do. Yep. come I don't remember this?
is all-powerful. Why does my enemy still stand? Can his strength truly be so great?
Hell yeah.
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
La Habrea.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal he bears.
So, this is what empowers him.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the ultimate weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Aleg failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima. I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
La Habrea, what have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my god's power. From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Oh, Hydaelyn. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belsar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later, Ascian. But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
Okay. Oh, God. jeez. Okay, that wasn't as long as I thought it would take, which is great. See, 527, so I should be able to afford something. But, let's keep going with these. Or, no. That's actually not, but, let's go to, yeah. This one. That. 587? Are you kidding me? Oh, God. I hate this so much. I mean, that's all I can do for now. Alright. Well, it looks like we're gonna go from this to Avengers, I guess. Anyway. So not saturated. Let's complete the beast tribes for samurai. So pick those up for today. This sucks. Oh, wait. It just occurred to me. Let's go back. Something just occurred to me. Let's switch to machinist. Equip that. Then we'll Okay. So it goes down. Oh, so I do have to. So much. Wait, it's all 590. $595. 620, 590, 570. Let's try this weapons. Nope. Damn it. Wrists. The wrists. No, wrists and ring. I wonder. Okay, this is the 5A stuff. Abyssos. Okay. No, not that one. Okay. Okay, hold up, guys. Just need to find out. Oops. Labyrinthos, okay. Second guy. 8.6. 27.5. 8. Somewhere here. Okay. I wonder if I can get at least one of these done by the time. Zack, I've made a breakthrough. After uncountable days and nights, I finally hearkened to the crystal's whispers, and I must say... Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Yes, of course. My apologies, Zack. Being consumed by my research for so long, I'm afraid I have quite forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning, with crystals set adrift upon the ethereal tides, containing the memories of a party yet unknown. They cried out for deliverance from pandemonium, where the ancients kept volatile creations under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and the advent of divine monstrosity wrought of mythic beast and powerful mage. Unfortunately, your martial prowess and the combined magical talents of your companions Themis and Erechthonios was insufficient to restore order to the circles of Asphodelos, but the greater threat remains. In the depths of pandemonium, the presence yet stirs, its intentions and identity shrouded in mystery. This is the issue at hand, is it not? Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memories stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole, and indeed ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This can only mean that another such crystal exists in our time. So, my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signature to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. Professor, will this expedition be carried out only by us, or will Zack grace us with his protection? I'm afraid he has more pressing matters to attend to, my dear Ruas and on, namely to seek out the secrets which lie nestled within pandemonium, where this all began. From all that we have heard, it appears that time traversal from the crystal tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can but travel in predetermined intervals. It would be prudent to check in on occasion in case there are any unanticipated changes. As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask you to remain here and continue cataloging the ancient creations. You can't mean... Do you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Why yes, that would be the most efficient use of resources, would it not? In fact, I have already commissioned a ship and pilot for that very purpose. I trust you to take good care of the laboratory in my absence. I think we're going with him. I apologize for that somewhat abrupt departure. When progress is in sight, Professor Claudian tends to become blind to all else. Indeed, and he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare a thought for those around him. For reasons unknown, the crystal seems loath to be overheard. Much as it spoke only to you last time, but the professor has been able to capture its ethereal yearning, which has served only to convince him that he can solve this puzzle on his own. Surely, after some time alone, he'll come to remember how valuable we are. The search for this crystal seemed to be a simple enough matter. Let him have his adventure. Upon his return, I'm certain he'll be back to his usual self. As for you, Zack, it may be best to return to Pandemonium, as Professor Claudian suggested. Speaking of which, I did have a request of my own tonight. Traveling to Pandemonium requires you to pass through Elpis, correct? This is something I would have you investigate in my stead. While those creations confined within Pandemonium are considered to be failures, I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, they must have been under observation in Alpus before being consigned to their shackles, and if we know anything about the ancients, it's that they would have kept thorough records of the results. Brilliant. Delving into these records may shed light on creatures Zek has yet to encounter, if your theory proves correct, that is. While there are no guarantees, it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing forward blindly with only his strength to carry the day. For your own sake as well as ours, please unearth what information you can. You got it. Alright. New adventure. Boom. Take records of Pandemonium. Master Themis has just finished perusing the very same. I should not be surprised that we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I have saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. So you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives, but perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. As should we, for I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssos. I came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandemonium's protective wards continue to be assailed by our own foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Ericthonios' capacity to keep watch over Asphodelos all the way. He works diligently to master internment, that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask you to accompany me while I attend to another matter. More idle suspicions that I would like to chase down. Rest assured, it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come. He has agreed to meet us near the naos to Pandemonium. Alright. Where are we meeting? Wait, no. Boop. Boop. Oh. If only traveling was this easy. Oh my god. Where are you? There you are. As I have pondered our expedition into Pandemonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for La Habrea, whether it be for good or ill. Hesperos and Ericthonios were two sides of the same coin. The former looked to his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looks to his father with bald hatred. I would not expect a familiar such as you to understand this, but such extreme emotions toward a single individual are quite rare indeed. Naturally, I feel gratitude toward my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not unique to myself, it is more or less accepted as the way of things. By contrast, the researchers of Pandemonium seem to have viewed La Habrea with a feeling approaching obsession. Whether driven by love or hate, they have all been drawn to him. There were many other aspects of the facility's particulars I found troubling. Besides, I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source and pose my questions to a member of the Words of La Habrea. My apologies to have kept you waiting, Master Themis. I understand you are conducting an investigation of Pandemonium, and I wish to know of its origins. Indeed, in particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandemonium was built directly under Elpis. The facility is overseen by the Words of La Habrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? At first I thought it to be simply a matter of convenience. Those creations, which were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis, could be easily ushered into their new homes. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, including from the Words of La Habrea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot but feel that the Academia and Nader would have been a marketing choice order. What does Elpis have that cannot be found there? These are fitting questions, and ones we have asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When first it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you surmised, the majority of the creations kept within Pandemonium were from under Elpis. I don't know. Yet, as the years passed, interests changed. Failures and creations deemed too flawed even to submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention of Pandemonium's researchers. That is quite the change, and in fact, it almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is that decides which creations will be the subject of research? Master La Habrea. Such authority is reserved for the chief keyword, and he has taken it upon himself to step into that role. So if Pandemonium's resources were being misused, it would be under La Habrea's authority, correct? I know not what you're suggesting, but the keywords also hold some sway within the facility. Not even Master La Habrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty-bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. Although I admit, as of late, their communication has been somewhat sporadic. We but recently received a report from one of the keywords stating that all is well within Pandemonium's halls. Really? And you're certain that the keyword sent it? Yes, of course, our communication suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Thank you. This information will be helpful to my investigation. That will be all for my part. And I shall take my leave. While you are yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warder's work is delicate, and it would be remiss to disturb them for longer than is necessary. All is well. a blatant lie, and to that we can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party behind this. Let us hurry. I know not why our adversary sent that report, but 'tis plain that we must return to Pandemonium with haste. Gonna get rid of something. Okay, let's get rid of this discard. Where is it? Oh. Let's hope okay. We'll do this, hopefully we can read it, and then not quite. I've traced these sigils countless times, yet still I lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own ineptitude. What? Who goes there? There is something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sights so high as to forget you walk upon the earth? I know this creature, a familiar of the Phoenix, but that monster is locked away. Yet it is, in spite of the trouble I went to in freeing it, I might add, begrudge me for addressing you in this ill-fitting form, if you must, but with control of XIV wrested from my grasp, 'tis simply the best I can offer you. Hide if you will, but mark my words, I will find you and make you pay for the chaos you've sown. No, there is no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course, the wisdom of La Habrea, your father. And how would you know what wisdom he speaks? I have heard those words many times, the scolding of a tutor whose student struggled to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, stating with disgust. No. I've not told that to anyone, not even keyword Hesperos. That can only mean one thing. That still you insist on mocking me. Stop this farce, La Habrea. At last you move to keep up. Pity that you remain behind nevertheless. What? As ever you are. Always you fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And though fate deign to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magical prowess and common sense both. But you need not despair. Dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandemonium's great experiment. There's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? We shall take pride in that and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. What wish? Come and all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than we know. What are you? An invited guest joiner your reunion, it seems. Fortune no longer favors you. Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I am no longer a child, and my faith lies with those who have earned it. So these are the heroes who brought Hesperos law, even as power divine flowed through his veins. 'Tis plain there are worthier subjects to contend with. Come on. Okay. Thank you. If you had shown up even a moment later, I shudder to think what would have become of me. There is something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There is but one person who can hold thrall over familiar creation and keyword alike. Mask of the Fallen. And so there can be but one conclusion. La Habrea was the driving force behind this chaos from the start. There is logic to that. There are a few with the wherewithal to even consider experimentation on such a scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work and the complication of the words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under little scrutiny, even as it provides him with the authority to wield dangerous magics. It may serve as well and veil and mantle both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by the La Habrea I know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he is capable of this? Oh, 100%. Is he? So you believe La Habrea to be a man of few scruples, if it brings his It brings his goals closer in reach. That alone should be enough, but let me assure you, Bray holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be one to let emotion stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. Although we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are ever unorthodox, they seem guided by a firm understanding of what is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into the pandemonium and pull back the curtain on this mystery ourselves. A wise course. I would not deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes, even if it was discomforting to behold. Then we must move forward with no excess of caution. La Habrea, or whoever is behind this, has likely spread their tentacles into every corner of Pandemonium. We can safely assume the other keywords won't greet us with open arms. Agreed, let us make our way through Abyssos one careful step at a time. I shall stay by Eric Thonios' side in case our enemies need to target him again. Could I trouble you to take the vanguard? Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even should we become separated, my phantom warriors will still come to your aid. If it does come to battle, the keyword's magics will put us at a disadvantage once again. Luckily, we have you to even the scale somewhat. I trust you shall be liberal with your weight. You got it. All right. All right. Let's. In the meantime. Actually, don't know how long. I have more food somewhere here. Oh, darn it. Okay. Carbon. Oh jeez. Wait, what? What's going on? I got something. Yay. 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 Now we'll see what I can get. So this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Ericthonius and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatch as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. Ooh, who's this guy? Is it La Habrea? No. Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long. I believe we can forego introductions unless I have misread you. It is La Habrea. Passably perceptive, yes, I am La Habrea of the Convocation of 14. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. Ugh, what is this? Now this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin ether and in an unfamiliar composition besides, it is of no matter. I suppose a more direct approach will beget the same results. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Ericthonius' wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Mother, you would dare hide behind her name? Listen well, Ericthonius. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Ericthonius, wait. There is a question I must needs ask first. If you truly are La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat are we. Say my name. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. I have my answer. The La Habrea that I knew took pride in the convocation and would never suffer its denigration. You sully his station with this farce. Themis, what are you saying? La Habrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation. In appearance and manner, however, the real La Habrea would never call me by the name Themis. What troubles have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? Imposter, you have no right to claim that form, that mask. who? So who is he really? 'Twas a mask that sickened me to wear. The mask of La Habrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Yet you would assume my name and wield my powers that are mine by right. Any worth you may have hinges on that which you so despise. Such trite provocations, I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done. Ericthonios, listen well, I am Hephaestus. It is I whom you should call father. What in the name of creation? Like, seriously, man. We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an expeditionist or Oedipus. Let us return to safety so you may provide it. Ah, that sounds more like the La Habrea now. Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As La Habrea said, I am Oedipus, one of the convocation and emissary of their will. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. Your perceptiveness does not surprise me. When the time comes, it shall make my explanation all the easier to understand. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as La Habrea suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. Please help him, save him. As you're aware now, I am Oedipus. After my dear friend Azem and I detected irregularities in Pandemonium, the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. Sure, La Habrea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save that story for later. First, I would like to speak to you, my friend. Although neither Azem nor I had ever met you in the flesh, you came with his house recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as without question. That somewhere in the world, guiding a star so similar to himself, was out there amused as him to no end. There was not a shape of doubt in his heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Vanat, who held the position of Azem previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself, that made the decision to trust you all the easier. She too now dons the white robes and defies you. She placed her absolute faith in you. I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you would never lead me astray. I want to tell you that. Ericthonios is resolutely over his father's eye. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, La Habrea, and truth be told, I had hoped we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just What is it, that thing that called himself librarian? Why is he the spitting image of your younger self? I find it hard to believe you've only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandemonium. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandemonium, including the fact that Edison and Elizabeth had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to turn myself into the situation for a time, that was. Imagine my surprise when, instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the keywords stating that the research and operations were proceeding as usual. While I faced this deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of his existence from the beginning. It can hardly be imagined you would suffer another to masquerade as one of convocation. Not without good reason, at least. As you well know, the name La Habrea is but a marker of my station. 'Tis not the name I was born with. Hephaestus has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way, yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire, all the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of experimentation gone awry. A reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but the ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world irreparably. And now that he has awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster onto our star. As chief keyword of Pandemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. What, you would leave the other warders to their doom? It is a choice befitting La Habrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandemonium if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. Yet, as you can see, Erchthonius' response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that, as Em and I grappled with this conundrum for some time, in fact. That's precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. This was the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief keyword must prevent the rust from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elizabeth, are of no consequence. Have you taken a moment to consider another path? No. You spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Zack has stood against. Zack, is it? A being of such ether as I have never seen. What are you? He is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to his stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Zack. As outsiders, we are in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. Agreed. We still know next to nothing about Hephaestus, and I highly doubt La Habrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we've managed to regain control of Acidolos. He must be made to see that there is merit in continuing on this path. I have it speaking hereof. Bishop Capasius, Elidibus the emissary, judge which approaches more sound, and even La Habrea would be compelled to listen. As Elidibus, I am duty bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality, as my opinion is Tempest can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, see what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust you'll find the best way forward. Very well. Then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandemonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Epistles, interring any mythic creations we encounter along the way. You have yet to witness Zach's might and Ectonios' resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to the immediate destruction of Pandemonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Zach, come find me when you're finished. Yep. Ectonios is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might be lightened. Okay. Okay, we'll do that next time. Now, first of all, is There we go. Now we can continue the thing. But not today. First of all, let's finish the thing. That was exhausting. obtain your share of caravans. Yes, hey. Alright guys, guess we'll call it a night there. Thanks for coming by, whoever decided to come by and check out the stream. I appreciate it. And we'll see you next time with more 6.3 story. Until then, bye!